What's happening, Captain? Another Thursday night right here on the grind. Man, I'll tell you what, it has been one heck of a week. And yes, I've got business to explain tonight for those that want to tune in. If you don't want to tune in, man, all you got to do is just fucking close the box and you ain't going to hear me talk about nothing. But first up tonight, I would like to go on and hit up our sponsors for the show tonight. And first up is going to be our good friends over at Stellar Customs. Tell you what, stellarcustoms.com. You can reach them at 331-551-2560. Send them an email at info@stellarcustoms.com. Any way you want to get a hold of them, you can get a hold of them. They make all the custom carbon fiber windshields for street glides and road glides, any year model. I see it. It doesn't matter. They're just awesome stuff. Go check it out at stellarcustoms.com and let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up is our good friends over at North DFW Trailers and Rentals. Kelly and Jeremy Fullman. They rent trailers, they sell trailers, they modify, outfit, do everything you need, service trailers, everything you want. Right there in North DFW in Denton, Texas. You can reach out to them at 214-205-6787, or you can find them on Facebook at North DFW Trailers on Facebook. And everybody keep Kelly and the family in your prayers. She lost her father this week. If you could just say a little prayer for their family's comfort. Anyway, North DFW Trailers on Facebook. Check them out and tell them Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up is our good friends over at Hopkins Design. Web, print, branding, video hosting. Basically, if you have a business and you need a logo, he can make it. You have a business, you need a website, he can do it. You have a business and you need some drone footage done, he can do it. You want to buy some cool kick-ass custom art, he can do it. Hopkins Design, hopkins-design.com, and let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. I clicked that button. I know I did. Right here. Man, this thing is running kind of slow tonight. What's up? halesspeedshop.com. Some of the most kick-ass apparel I've ever seen. I personally have about 6 or 7 different flannel shirts that they make and they produced, and they are awesome as all get out. Pearl snaps, match the shirt. Each shirt comes with a collector's sticker. They're really just cool stuff, but you got to go check them out at halesspeedshop.com. If you order something, tell them Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up, our good friends over at throttlemonkeycustomcycles.com. They do everything. Fat tire kits, plug and play audio, bike audio experts, full custom builds, front and rear air ride systems, apparel, helmets, riding gear. Go check them out at throttlemonkeycustomcycles.com. Let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up, our good friends over at J&D Custom Polishing and Plating. All I need to tell you is you need chrome plating, you need polishing, go see these guys. They do some of the most amazing work, great prices, great turnaround. But yeah, if you're going to get your ass in line, you got to get in line. These guys are highly sought after and have a list of clientele of the best builders in the industry. So you may have to wait a little bit, but it is worth it. Of course, you could get in there, drop your stuff off, or mail your parts to them, and they can have them back really, really quick. Just depends on their workload at the time you order. Anyway, check them out at J&D Custom Polishing Plating on Facebook, or give them a call on the number on the screen. But whatever you do, let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up, I don't even know what to say about this. Street Bagger Magazine. It's all in the name. Street Bagger Magazine. Some of the baddest baggers in the country are in this magazine. You can get them online. You can get a digital subscription, or you can get a hard copy subscription. They do them both. All you got to do is go check them out. Street Bagger Magazine. Then let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up is its brother, Urban Rides Magazine. Urban Rides Magazine, Street Bagger Magazine, same people, same publications, 2 different magazines, both badass. UrbanRidesMagazine.com, Urban Rides Magazine on Facebook. You need to go check them out. When you do, let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up is Legacy Bike Works. From mild to wild, from 2 speakers to 20 speakers. It don't matter how many speakers you want, how many amps you want, or how minimal you want. You want to upgrade the stock bike, we can do it. You want to do a full build, 30 up, custom everything, we can do it too, right here in Manville, Texas. Legacy Bike Works. Check them out, Legacy Bike Works on Facebook. Next up, our good friends over Indiana Northern Illinois Thunder Roads Magazine. Another great publication. You got to check them out. Indiana, Northern Illinois. You can get them over at our good friend shop, Shy Sal's. Check them out, Moni, Illinois. They have copies. You can also go online, Indiana, Northern Illinois Thunder Roads Magazine on Facebook. But whatever you do, let them know Kevin with the Grind sent you. Last but not least is American Drag Seats, AmericanDragSeats.com. Custom seats, factory replacement seats for your Harley Davidsons, reshaping foam, kick-ass covers, leather tooling, custom seat pans, anything you could want, we've got, we do. I promise, we do it all. Plus, we also do leather tooling, and we have custom airbags. If you need more comfort in your seat, reach out to AmericanDragSeats.com. Hit them up, hit me up, call the number, and I will get a custom airbag fitted to any seat you sit down on. Guaranteed. Anyway, check us out, AmericanDragSeats.com, American Drag Seats /Attitude Inc. on Facebook. So what's happening, everybody? Let's give our nightly shout-outs. What's up, Miss Marsha Fitzpatrick? What's up, Smooth Dan Juban? Mr. Rich Kosey's in the house. Uncle Bruno's in the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go vote for Uncle Bruno so that he can do the Dream Chopper build-off. Go vote for Marsha so she can do the Dream Chopper build-off. Love to see either one of them in there. What's up, Mr. Brad Murray? What's up, Mr. Alex Toth? What's going on? What's up, Pat Price? Pasquale Teddy. What's going on? Appreciate you watching. What's up, Mr. Timothy Skates? Who else we got up in here? Who else? Okay, that's what we got. 11 people watching. Okay, but we just started. We just lost somebody. Who did we lose? We lost somebody. But anyway, so tonight's show is going to be like all of the other shows from the past that I have discussed, talked about. But what I do want to say is this, is with some of the things that have happened in my life in the last 3 weeks, I need to let you guys in on some secrets. I'm going to try not to read the comments for a while because what I want to discuss is stuff that needs to be discussed because people just don't, excuse my French, don't fucking listen. And it makes me furious. So I'm not the biggest, baddest guy in the country. I'm not the best metal worker. I'm not the best seat guy. I'm not the best at any of it. But one thing I am is I actually make efforts. I make efforts every day to do something or try something that I've not done before. Get out of my comfort zone. Get out of my own way. There's so many things that I actually do that I've actually stopped doing some stuff simply because it eats up so much time that I can't stick to the customers. Like, just to give you guys an example, I put in the mail this week 7 seats. I've got 2 bikes in my shop right now that require my attention that I am working on, along with seats, along with the metal from the CNC plasma table. My point behind all that is that in business, you have to learn. You have to learn when you say no. What's up, Mr. Orlando? What's up, Mr. John Lynch? What's up, Mr. Logan Black? The reason I'm even saying this stuff again is because I've repeated myself till I'm blue in the face, and yet I'm still seeing shops out there doing the same bullshit and making everybody else look bad. And when I say everybody look bad, here's what I mean. Let's pick Shop A. Shop A has been in business for, let's say, the last 8 or 9 years. Shop A is on the top of their game. They're getting all the business. They're getting all the accolades. They're getting all of the big bike builds. They're really doing good. They're really doing really good. But one thing they're not doing good is they're not taking care of the customers that are calling in hypothetically to purchase their parts. because they've gotten so big and they're so busy and in such demand, they've actually don't have time for the little guys like myself and my son Devin at Legacy Bike Works. They don't have time to take the phone calls because we're only ordering one. We're going to order one kit, one set of speakers, one amp, blah, 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 blah. Now, that is a good problem to have, but what it does is it actually ends up making the small guys like us work harder because we can't get parts, we can't get attention, we can't get what we need as fast as everybody else is getting. Then you have Shop B. Shop B is up and coming like Legacy Bike Works. They're not known. Nobody knows the history of this shop. All they know is like my face, the fact that I do the grind every week. They don't know much about my son other than he used to work for Lucky 7. But the talent and the abilities between him and I are very high compared to a lot of shops that we've seen. That's not meaning that we're better than other shops. It just means that, no offense, I've been doing a lot of metal work and a lot of fabrication for over 25 years. I've got the proof. I've got the abilities. Now, there are some things I can't do that I've not ever done. But my point is what makes Shop A so much better than Shop B? Well, Shop A's paid their dues over the last 8 years, and they've done good builds, and they've built up their company, and people are recognizing them, and people want to be in their presence. They are what's driving the market. Well, Shop B over here has the talent and has the ability and have been doing that for over 25 years, but we don't have the name. So we don't get the backing. We don't get the attention, which is totally fine. You got to pay your dues no matter how you look at it, no matter what you do, you have to pay your dues. My point behind comparing these two shops is I hear a lot of people say, I want to be Jesse James. I want to be Billy Lane, or I want to be a Curly, you know. But are you realistically going to do what it takes to be that? It's highly unlikely. It's very highly unlikely because I'll tell you all a little secret about me. I started my motorcycle company, my motorcycle seat company in 2003. In 2004, literally 4 months into being open, I was blessed enough to be able to go to New York and do some seats for the Tuttles. Now, this is 2004. This is right when they started building momentum and becoming the craze that they were. I thought for sure if I got on TV with those guys, that would be my ticket. I would become famous just like them. I would become the best just like them. And guess what? Reality hit when I got back. The phone wasn't ringing. People weren't just blowing up to get a hold of me. I still had I still had dues that I had to pay. Dues are what you do or what you pay when you do something for somebody and it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out the way that you anticipated it to work out. And then you end up spending money to make the customer happy. Now, some people would tell the customer, hey, look, I need more money because this didn't work out and blah, 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 blah. And they get kind of mean about it. Other people basically go fucking broke because they're just their will to make this customer happy. You can't stop it. They just go and go and go. I'm not saying this to put any shop down, but I'll tell you guys right now, man, after being in this industry and being actually in it, I'll just say since 2015 when I built my bike, which I actually started building it in 13, finished it up in 14, and started winning trophies in 15. So I'll say in 2014, when I started in this industry as a builder and, trying to get into the actual industry, man, it was hard. It was very hard, but I knew that I had something. I knew that I had some abilities. But do you know, since 2015, which let's all agree, that's only about 7.5 years. In 7.5 years, I haven't built 10 bikes yet. Now, some people may look at that and be like, well, dude, well, you suck, but the reality is I don't suck because I never wanted to own the bike shop. I just wanted to do seats, and I just enjoyed working on the bikes and making cool shit. Now we have the bike shop. Now we're making waves, and people ask us all the time, so well, what are you guys doing? Here's what we're doing. We're paying our dues and pay attention because we're going to be here for a while. Things are going to happen. We may get knocked down. We may not win where every show we go to because you got to pay your dues, man. But like I keep telling people, there's going to be a customer come that's going to say, hey, I want this built, but I want the best of what your abilities can give. And their checkbook is going to reflect that. When that day comes, I'm going to get to show people what I mean. What I mean by, hey, we have a skill set here that we're not getting to showcase yet. But there's another piece of this equation that a lot of people don't pay attention to. And that is the business side of it. The business side. And you guys have heard me say this 1,001 times, and I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to keep pounding this shit down your throats until the shops start closing and going out of business, or until the shops start cleaning up their own reputations and really make good and become the builders they're supposed to be. And that is, you have to know how to run your fucking business. Excuse my French again. You have to run your business as a business. I love it when we watch TikTok or we watch, Instagram, or I think even Snapchat has it now, and Facebook has them now. They have these little, 10, 20, 30-second little snippet videos called Reels. You see it all the time. People saying my real friends would not ask me for a discount because my real friends support me and know that I'm chasing a dream to become something. And no offense, guys, everybody has friends that want something for nothing because they feel like hey, I'm his friend, man. He should be giving me something for nothing. No, man, that's the last person you should be asking for a discount from is your friends. You should be willing to pay your friends full price because they're worth it, because you support them, and because you understand what goal they're trying to reach. It drives me fucking crazy when I hear people tell me, well, hey, man, I've got a lot of friends, so if you give me a real solid hookup on my bike, man, I can get you a lot of business. You know what I say to people like that? A, I don't want to do your bike. B, I don't need your friend's business. C, get to stepping, because I guarantee you that guy that's asking you for the discount and guaranteeing you that once all of his friends see his bike, they're all going to want it. Well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is somebody that doesn't support you. That's somebody that doesn't understand or think you're worth what you're doing. That is when you get a customer like that, the best thing you can do is say, we don't give discounts. Period. You don't do that. The reason I don't do discounts is, and you can tell them, when you go to the store and you want to buy groceries, do you get discounts? You do. You get manufacturer's coupons, so I guess you do get a little discount. Let me say something else. When you go to the store to buy a pair of blue jeans, or you go to the store to buy a TV, or you go to the store to buy new furniture, do you walk in there and say, hey, I've got a lot of friends that when they see my furniture, or they see my blue jeans, or they see this, that, and the other, they're going to give you a lot of business? No, you don't, because it's a fucking business, and they're not going to give you that. When you want to go buy a fucking Lamborghini, they're not going to give you a discount. And the fact that you're willing to pay all that money to somebody you don't even know, that you're not associated with, that you have no emotional attachment to, you're willing to pay their price, but you're not willing to pay someone you grew up with, your friend, someone you love, someone that's just damn near family. If you're not willing to support them 100%, get out of here. I don't want your business or your friendship. At that point, it's bullshit. You don't actually support me. You know, I can give you instances of people I deal with right now that are really 100% behind Legacy Bike Works, that want to see us succeed. I can give you a list of them. I can also give you a list of what I call the haters, the people that are actually afraid of what we're going to be capable of doing once we start getting a little bit of recognition. Here's what I say. I say, man, support people. It comes back. It comes back to you. It always comes back. It may not come back in money, but it may come back in business. It may not come back in business, but it comes back in, hey man, you did me good. You took care of me. I trust you. You need anything from me, you give me a call. One of the coolest things about this show is people like Dan Juban, people like Brian Barber, and that's just a couple. People I know that if I was ever in their end of town and I was like, man, I'm down on my luck, dude. I got no money. I got nowhere to stay. Not only would they give me a couch or a floor to sleep on, most of the time they'd give me a bed to sleep in, but they would make damn sure I was fed. They'd make damn sure I had clothing on my back. That is one of the coolest fucking things about this show. And that's predominantly the main reason I keep it going, because this show is costing me, Jesus Christ, it's costing money. And I don't make any money off of it. And with that being said, even my advertisers, I don't hound my advertisers. Hey man, I need your money. I need your money. I need your money. I don't do that either. So when advertisers don't pay me, I still support them. The main reason I support them is because they've supported me. And eventually that, if they don't pay, I'm going to have to stop doing that, because no offense, it's hard as shit coming up with something to say for each one of these businesses. And I need them to write down what they want me to say, because it makes it easier on me. I don't know if anybody pays attention, but I have a pretty large following personally that it's being streamed to right now. I have a pretty large following on the Grind page itself. But did you know that my YouTube channel is growing fast? And in another, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year, I will actually be able to monetize that channel. So everybody that's at the bottom of this screen that gets advertised here, just remember, I'm doing you solids and I'm not pestering you. I'm not pounding you for money. I'm there to support you. I want that same support for this show. I want that same support for me. I would also, just if I go visit someone's shop and I'm going to be there the whole day, man, I will jump on and I will help them out. If they need me to sweep a floor, I'll sweep a floor. They need me to clean a toilet, I'll clean the bathrooms for them. Anything I can do to help out, because I like seeing people succeed. I like seeing shops do good, but if I'm in a rush because I've got shit I got to get done my damn self, y'all got to understand, I just got to get shit done. My whole basis for tonight's show was because there are people in my life that are really close to me that are either fighting so hard for their lives right now, or their backs were so hard against the wall they decided that they needed to stop this life and move on to the next one. And I sit here and I think about some of the shit talking on Facebook and different social platforms where a year ago these two cats were best fucking friends. You couldn't see one without the other, and then within a year they're at each other's throats. And I don't get that, man. I don't get it. It's just motorcycles. It's just business. I mean, If I have to squash another shop, if I have to talk shit about another shop so that I can secure a job, that's pathetic. That is truly pathetic. That is probably one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen, is when one shop has to talk shit about another shop to make a customer feel good and want to use them. Period. Scott Hoover, anytime. Anytime. Always here, like I said last week, anytime I'm here. Think about the logic between that. Say you own a shop and somebody brings a bike to you, whether it's a seat shop, a stereo shop, a bike building shop, doesn't matter. Just say you own a shop and someone brings you a bike and they're like, hey man, you know, I had my bike over at what you call it shop, and man, here's what they charged me, here's what they did. The moment that customer starts saying that, I would simply ask them, what part of this are you unhappy with? Period. I would ask them the facts. Okay, I understand. But I'm not going to sit there and say, oh yeah, well, that shop, they suck, man. We're way better than they are. You should have brought your stuff to me first, man. I could have done so much better because they suck, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to hear that come out of my mouth. It's not going to happen. I don't need to step on people to get to the next level. And yes, there are some shops out there right now. They know who they are. They have to step on people to get to the next level. And that is horrible. That's deplorable. That is fucking sad. It's so sad because karma is real. Karma's real, man. You know, I have used shops out there in the last, well, since 2004 for various things in my life. If I'm ever upset or disappointed about a product or something, you're not going to hear me blast them all over Facebook and, man, fuck these dudes and blah, 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 blah. You're not going to hear that. What you are going to hear me say is, to my close friends, the ones that I actually pick up the phone to call or pick up the phone to call me, those close friends, they're going to get an earful because they are my sounding board. They're the people I vent to. I'm not going to blast them all over Facebook. Now, with that being said, don't think for a square fucking minute that I won't blast a shop on Facebook or on social media or on this platform right here. Don't think I will not blast a shop if I know for a fact they're blasting me. They're talking shit about me. I will defend myself till I'm red in the face. I'll do it all day long. Now that's what you need to do. Men need to stand the fuck up and be men again. That's what they need to do. Be men. But just remember this, you better have some nobility. You better open the door for a woman. You better be a man. Don't just talk it, be it. The next thing, if you're hungry and you need to work it. Give discounts. Run specials. But don't ever sell yourself short. But you can run specials and you can do things that will make it work out for you. But don't ever discount yourself to get that work. I wouldn't, when people show who they are by talking shit behind your back, I move on and walk away. They aren't worth my time anymore. Stop it. Sounds like you need some shop therapy time. Come play. I don't know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to Scott Hoover, but it doesn't matter because I got a feeling Scott Hoover and myself both need just some wind therapy time. Amen. Man, need to get on a bike and hit the road and go. What's up, Miss Nancy Weems? Thank you so much for sharing your son's content. I love watching that stuff when I'm at lunch or when I'm having coffee in the mornings, things of that nature. Thank you, Nancy, for sharing Jared's stuff on YouTube. I appreciate it. It's good stuff to watch. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Nancy Weems' son, Jared, owns Weems Motor Co. And she actually has been sharing a lot of his YouTube content for a long time, actually. And it's good stuff to watch. You guys need to go check it out. Nancy will definitely post up a link. And go check out Jared Weems. He's doing some cool stuff. He's becoming a real digital creator, in my opinion. Somebody that actually creates content for people to watch. It's a funny thing because my personal page actually says that I'm a digital creator, and Jesus Christ, I am so not a digital creator. I don't do TikToks, and I don't do all these little short reels and shit. I just don't do those things. But I do occasionally make videos, but they're videos that I made, and then I just post them onto those social platforms. But I am not a digital creator. Let's just be real clear about that. At the best, I'm an internet personality. That's what I am. Well, hell yeah, Nancy. Thank you for sharing it with us. What's up, Tim McNamer? Dude, Tim, I saw some guys that are making a dual hubless bike. I think it's a Softail. And I didn't know if they got the setup from you. It looks like your stuff. Do you sell the front and rear hubless setups? Just yes or no? Yes or no? Oh, goodness sakes, I'm exhausted. Did you guys see that exhaust work I did yesterday? Oh, cool. Okay. That's right on. That's right on, Tim. Oh, man, that'd be some cool shit. Me personally, I don't like the front and the rear hubless. I like the rear hubless with the front spoke. I think that looks trick. Just awesome. Not just my opinion. Doesn't mean that it's not cool for everybody else. It just means I prefer rear hubless, front spoke. That's just my bag. So another thing I want you guys to think about that. Did you catch the hooligan Indian? I want to say I did, but I will say this, man, you've been doing some content here lately that I have been noticing. You did an interview. I want to say it was an interview with somebody else, but it looked really, really professional, not like something I do. It looked like there was somebody behind that, but I did watch it and I thought it was cool as shit. You look very professional, sir, is what I'm saying. One of these days, when I can afford it, I'm going to come up there and set you up and make a real podcast show out of you. Yeah, well, okay. Well, yeah, one day. Hi, guys. I'm just here carving a stainless chain sprocket that came out of Houston, Texas. Oh, I wonder whose sprocket that could be. Not mine, by the way, but I'm just saying. Anyway, I was saying something before I so rudely interrupted myself by reading the comments. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, so here's what I was saying. So, if you've never done something, would you be afraid to post pictures of it and, put yourself out there because you'd be afraid of people laughing at you, making fun of you? I was actually thinking about starting another, just a Facebook page, nothing massive, because I see some of these bagger pages, like hypothetically, Texas baggers, hypothetically that would be a page, and it's got like 250,000 members, but 10 of them are active. Well, I was thinking about possibly doing another page where it was just purely 100% metal work, fabrication, um, good, bad, or indifferent. The reason I wanted it is because I'm doing something that I've never actually done before, and I'm doing it as we speak, not right this exact second, but you understand I'm in the middle of it this week, and I started it on Monday, and that is I'm trying to make a true fender out of one solid piece of metal with a shot bag, a shrinker, and an English wheel. Now, I do know one thing. It's 16 gauge aluminum. I annealed it, but I've never built one before. I've watched so many videos on people building them before, but I've never done one. So over and over, just watching it repeatedly, studying everything that they've got, studying what tools they're using, what the process is. The bad thing is I've noticed that when they video these things, put them on YouTube, whatever, they leave steps out, because as I'm building this fender, I do know this. Diameter, you got to know what pi is. You got to know what measurements are. You got to be able to read a tape ruler. Okay, tape measure. My personal favorites are soft tapes. These are my favorite, because they don't stretch like you think they stretch. They're good. So anyway, take the measurements. It's an 18, 180, fat tire spoke is what it is. So I take my measurements. I know how wide I need the metal to be once I arch it and roll it. And then once I roll it front to rear, I took all my measurements. So I know for a fact with a shot bag and a mallet, I can beat that metal into submission. So what do? I take it, I anneal it, blah, 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 blah. Do the whole thing the way Jesse James did it, the way, all these Lazade has done it. Everybody else has done it. You soften those molecules up, you spread them out, slim down, make your shit work right. You start beating the shit out of the edge of that material. You want to shrink that material. I'll tell you this. When you buy the big, hammers, and you buy the big shrinkers and stretchers and the English wheels, those things are made to make a job quicker. That's it. Those are not the only tools you can make metal products with. That's it. I'm telling you. A hammer, a dolly, and a vise. Man, you can build some shit. You can. Another thing. I've never built a fender before, but I'm trying to build this fender out of one piece of aluminum. And it's taking me time, because I'm figuring out, man, this is hard. This is so hard. There's a Pinstripes page with tons of activity, pros to novice. Here's the kicker. They support the novice and help build confidence and control. There's zero bashing. Boom, 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 boom. Ding, ding, ding. You get the winner. That's what I think you should do in the metal community. That's what I think you should do in the bike community. But you don't get that. You get haters, and you get, that shop sucks and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I've already been over that. I'm going back to the metal. So I'm slowly figuring out, okay, the best way for me to do this. He said railroad track, 36 inches. Check out Trendmark Industries Incorporated. Will be up on Facebook soon. It's my new full machine shop. It's a brand new location separated from the bike shop. Tim, do you want to invest in this show? You want to advertise in this show? We need money. I don't know how to be more transparent than that, Tim. We need money. We need funding. We need funding for this show to do some cool shit. Anyway, so my point is that I'm not afraid to show you the pictures. I'm not afraid to show you my work in progress. You guys saw this last night. You guys actually saw this last night. I'm going to show you again, because I literally made a post yesterday, and here it is. I said, do you know what I'm making? Do you know what I'm making? Do you know what I'm making? I showed you these pictures. These are me making something. And if you keep watching, I'll get all the way to the end. If you keep watching, this is out of metal. This is not with rollers or anything. This was a brake. A brake is what made these parts. You just got to know how to lay the material out. There they are, welded and put together. Two different sizes. That's what they're replacing. So those are the dual pipes off of a 2022 Road Glide Special. You can see one pipe is 1 3/4 inches and the other pipe is 2.5 inches. Stock bike. Then you can see I had to weld the sleeves on them. What are the sleeves for? I'll show you. So those sleeves are going to be the new crush plates. So there's the finished product on the bike. If you look close enough, you can see right on my fingertip, right there underneath the side cover, it shrinks all the way down from 3 inches to 1 3/4 inches. and it's a crush sleeve, so you can use the factory mounting hardware. There's another good picture of it. You can use the mounting hardware so it mounts just like a regular slip-on. Ta-ching, da-dong. Now, I feel comfortable showing you that picture because that works stuff that I do. That's what I do all the time, actually. I could have bought it. I could have bought those tips. I could have modified the factory ones, but I was like, nah, I'd rather just make this stuff. Now, when I'm doing this fender, it's all aluminum. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing, how it's turning out, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether people laugh, whether people poke fun, whatever. My hopes is that instead of getting people pounding me and being assholes, I'm hoping people say, oh, dude, I did that before, and here's what I did to make it right. The bad thing is, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'll be honest with all of you guys, I'm fucking afraid there's not hardly anybody out there that actually works with metal anymore. I think everybody works with fiberglass and Bondo. I want to know where my metal dudes are at. Where's my dudes that form metal? I'm not talking about people that, take a piece of metal and break it to make an amp rack. That's not metal work. That's fucking bending metal. It's just being done. What I'm talking about, where are my tinsmiths? Where are my metal fabricators? Where are my people that know how to roll and bend and shape and form? Which back in the day, little do you know, they were actually called formers. I don't know if you guys know that, but you do some type of metal research fabrication. They were literally called metal formers. Formers for short. Steve Abar, what you do is you go to the grind page, you go to my personal page, you go to the American Drag. Well, no, don't do it on the American Drag Seats page, please. Do it on the grind page. You can go there if you follow the page and everything, and you can post pictures on there. I've got it open. It won't be on the home page, but people can click the banner and pick, posts. And when they see the post, man, you can put your stuff there. Hell yes, advertise your work there. Don't advertise parts you're selling or shit like that, just respectfully. But you can advertise the shit out of stuff you're making, shit you're doing, because it is the grind. Let me move. Oh shit, I can't get out my own way. The grind biker build off. Build some shit. What's up, Robert? I would love to see you guys posting content and pictures on the grind page. Get interactive with it, If you've got questions, send me a message. If you got questions, send Uncle Bruno a message. Uncle Bruno is an administrator on the page, just like I am. But little do you guys know, Uncle Bruno is the one that keeps this shit running because I stay busy with so many things. Uncle Bruno is the grind. I mean, he really is. But anyway, my whole point is that for all the people out there, I would fix that center stand leg on that bike before worrying about those pipes. Ooh, you noticed. Ding, ding, ding. Logan Black, you get an award. You noticed something. So I don't want to say that out loud to everybody, but yes, there was an issue with that center stand. God damn, Logan, good job, buddy. You noticed that in the picture I was holding up to T like that, and you noticed it? Good for you, bro. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. But my whole point is I ramble on too much. My whole point is that you can't be afraid to put your work out there. But when you put your work out there, if somebody's actually trying to give you constructive criticism, you got to be willing to take that constructive criticism and don't become a douchebag about it, because people are just trying to help you, lift you up, get your skill set better, make you better, and if you keep your eyes open, your ears open, and your mouth shut, you're probably going to learn something, just like me. I love it when Brian says, you've never even built a gas tank. Technically, he is right. He's really, really, really right. But I've built a couple of modified tanks, and I've actually, I welded a kit together and modified that kit. So I've done a little bit. I have 5-axis UMC1, holy shit, ability, just an FYI. Dude, Tim, I would be dangerous in your shop. I'd be like, hey, dude, can we do this? Hey, dude, can we do that? Hey, dude, can we do this? Hey, dude, can we do that? You would literally have to tell me, Kevin, you just need to leave. Just go. No, no, that's stupid. I like shit like that. I like technology. I like the ability to make things. Anyway, that's why I made the exhaust tips instead of buying them or modifying the stock ones, is because I actually enjoy making them from scratch. And I'm going to send you pictures. I'm still working on the what I call the exhaust side of the bike. I've got the primary side done. Now I'm working on the exhaust side of the bike. I'm almost done with it. As soon as I get it done, I'm going to leave them in the raw metal, show you guys what they look like on the bike. You give me thumbs up or say I suck, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to Cerakote them black because their exhaust tip's going to get hot and the customer wants them black. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. But my whole point was, is there's so many people out there that want to hate, and it just seems like they have to step on somebody to get to the next level. And that's just bullshit to me. I've offered up all kinds of, I love that, Jimmy. Holy shit, that's going up on the screen. It's going on the screen. I'm just saying, Brian Barber, you even fab bro. My whole point was, is that I think there should be a lot more wanting to help each other than there is a lot more hating on each other. Because the funny thing is you go back to 2004, 2005, 6, 7, even parts of 2008, and I promise you, most 99% of the guys in that era of bike building, which was the chopper days, the ones that talked all the shit, the ones that thought they were God, every single one of them are out of business. All the ones that really enjoyed what they do, did it for a passion. Yes, they made a lot of money doing it, but they did it, without stepping on people, without being arrogant or an asshole to people. I can tell you those shops are probably still around, because I know at least 3 or 4 of them that are still around. But I do know one of the shop that's still around. I can't believe he's still around. It's irritating that he's still around, but that's just between me and them. No big deal, no harm, no foul. But anyway, so tonight I wanted to discuss this shit with you guys because it's gotten to the point, to me, where there's so much talent out there. I just wish people were I don't want to say give all of your secrets away, give the secret sauce away. You don't have to give everything away, but if you see somebody struggling with something they're doing and you already know, man, I got that. I can help you fix that one problem. Help them fix that one problem. It's not like you're going to, make them better than you with one problem. People still have to work hard. People still have to pay dues. People still have to fuck shit up. Jesse James said one time, if he had some of the stuff he first started with, the projects that he did, he actually has more fuck ups than he has his successes. And that's just like Gene Simmons said in his book. I don't care if I fail 9 times as long as I succeed once. It doesn't matter, because out of all those 9 failures, I'm learning something. The fact is I know not to do it that way again. So you got to look at everything as a learning experience for you, an opportunity to get better. And that's why I occasionally post the stuff that I make, is because I want people to know, hey, look, I'm not just a seat guy. I'm a welder. I'm not just a welder. I'm actually a fabricator. I'm not just a fabricator. I'm actually, a CAD artist, computer aided drafting artist. I mean, I do things. If I could win the lottery, I would have a shop like Tim McNamara, and I would have tools and tools and tools out the yang, because I love doing cool stuff. Thought about starting a class teaching hands-on building. So can I say this publicly without hurting your feelings, Tim? I think the idea of you starting a class teaching people how to build is a kick-ass, just a really kick-ass idea. But you're going to have to get people that are still in high school, because if you get anybody that's out of high school that's had their hand in one shop, they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to listen to you and how you build it, and it's bullshit that happens that way. What's up, Travis? Yes, share the knowledge. I'm going to be. So Dustin Maben has been asking me for a while now if I'll do a grind episode with him where he's actually doing some metal work and metal finishing and things of that nature. So people that really want to tune in to see how metal's formed and things of that nature, you can tune into that show and you can actually see that show. And it's nothing big or massive. I'm sure he'll make something really, really cool, but he's going to show the processes. The next thing, Tim McNamer, I could do a show with you and we could do a run through on a part that you make or how one of your pieces of equipment work. The funny thing is that, man, you got to have a lot of money to get some of the equipment some of these guys have. It's just amazing. It's amazing. To me, it's amazing. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, it's amazing what they do and the abilities they have. I wish that high schools still had shops, like auto mechanics and wood shop. And they used to have a metal shop. I mean, they used to have it when I was in high school. Who want to have Josh Allison on the show? So, Steve, it's funny you say that. So, Josh actually messaged me, or actually, I messaged Josh about a year ago, and he said he would love to do the show. That was one of the things I was about to say is that we do have some interviews coming up. I'm just trying to work out the time frames to make it happen because, as you all know, Josh is kicking ass on that little. Jesus Christ, that bike is so badass. But yes, we are going to have Josh Allison on the show. We're also going to have this cool cat that's just north of Houston, Tim. Sorry, we're going to have. Damn it, where did it go? Hold on. Jesus Christ, you guys are some commenting people. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We're also going to have Timothy Skates on the show. And if you guys don't know who Timothy Skates is, I'm going to introduce you guys to what I consider one of the best bike builders in the country, hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts. North High School in Minnesota, Eden, New York, have chopper classes also. Met both schools at Donnie Smith's show. So it's funny that you say that. The chopper class in Eden, New York, if I'm not mistaken, Indian Larry, Paul Cox, and Keno actually helped start that up, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm polishing that bike. I'm in 100%. Just let me know. Right on, Tim. That would be badass. But we got to make sure that you get a good signal and everything because I really want to see this. Like I said, not everything you do, but I would like to see maybe one small part being made from beginning to end, something of that nature, so that people can see, hey, man, it starts out right here in this CAD programming, or it starts over here with a pencil sketching, something small, so they can see what you actually do to a small degree. But anyway, people, man, I'll tell you guys what, I don't want to end the show on a sad note, but I'm going to say this because it breaks my heart. I need to show you guys this simply because I need for you guys to understand. Hold on 2 seconds. It's coming. So this is Cade and this is William. Okay. Y'all see this little boy? That little boy is fighting for his life right now. And that's one of Cade's best friends. It's at the point now he's going to lose both of his hands and both of his feet. He's 10 years old. He is a sweetheart of a little boy. And he's in the hospital fighting for his life. I keep sharing this stuff with you guys because I want you guys to read the updates from his mom and dad. it breaks my heart that I posted something earlier today and it literally has 3 comments and it literally has like 4 likes. And it's about this little boy's life. He's 10 years old. And I can't believe more people aren't putting prayer requests on there, saying praying for him, wishing him well, stuff like that. And I'm saying this because it's the one thing when I posted it, I even said, please leave some love on this page so this family knows that little boy is being prayed for. That little boy is getting prayers from all over the country, possibly all over the world. I want his family to know Liam's life matters. It matters 100%. I'm not asking anybody for money. I'm not asking anybody to do anything other than just leave a comment, for Liam. It breaks my heart to know that a 10-year-old is fighting for his life from cancer, but it breaks my heart even more knowing he went into the hospital 2.5 months ago. And when he comes home from the hospital, praying to God, he comes home from the hospital, he's going to come home with no hands and no feet. He will have to have prosthetics for the rest of his life. And I love this little boy. He's been in my life since he was probably 3 years old, maybe 4 years old. And it just breaks my heart. But I got to put this out there to you guys that please, I'm going to ask one more time. Please just go to that post I made and put some prayers in there for Liam. Let his family know we support them. Let his family know that there are people out here that don't have to know you that will pray for you and lift you up. They deserve this. And I'm doing everything I can to support them and help them, because there's no way I couldn't deal with this, man. It would be very hard to think that Cade would ever go through something like this, especially at 10 years old, But anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox now, but I had to say that before I got off of here. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching again. I am reaching out to a couple of people. Like I've said, Josh Allison. I'm still trying to get Ricky Rocket from Poison. There's a couple of other guys I'm trying to get interviews with, and who knows, you may see some familiar faces from interviews from the past that we've had that I feel like we need to do an update with them. One of them is, Dustin Maven. We need to get him back on here to do that. I need to bring Tim McNamer back on here. But anyway, you guys do me a favor. Y'all go have a good night, man. Say a prayer. And I appreciate you guys. But anyway, you guys have a kick-ass night. We will talk.